Recording in progress.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Greetings, 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 or should I say, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Greetings, everyone. How is everyone doing on this beautiful day, on this beautiful Shabbat? Today is a high holy day. This is a high holy day. This is the seventh day of unleavened bread. This is the seventh day of unleavened bread, and this is the day that we're supposed to keep as a memorial. This is the end of the memorial of the Passover and of the days of unleavened bread. This is the seventh day. Today is April. Today is April 8th, 2026, which is actually in Nisan or Abib. This is the 21st day of the year. This is the 21st day of the new year. And this is where we at this point in time. This is actually 21 days after the Passover. 21 days after the Passover. Not 21 days. I'm my bad. It's 7 days after the Passover. 21 days into the new year. But today is in this Gregorian calendar. Today is is April 8th, 2026. All right. And we're here. This is a special day, special high holy day, meaning that even though this is actually Wednesday, the midst of the week, there's something in it. This is the midst of the week, which is what they call Wednesday in the Greco-Roman calendar, on the Greco-Roman calendar. Excuse me. Excuse me. But this is the middle. This is the last day of unleavened bread, and we were supposed to have. We were or is supposed to have. I'm saying is, but I said were because we don't know if everybody's keeping it. Everyone is supposed to have their house clean of leaven. We're not supposed to have leaven in the house at this time. But what we're going to do today, we're going to, and this is a high holy day, so this isn't one of my regular broadcasts. This is a special broadcast, which is a high holy day, broadcast that we're doing right now. So we starting this at 12 p.m. noon, which is the beginning of the evening. This is the beginning of the evening, and I'm calling this Revelations 12. Revelation. My bad. Exodus 12 revealed. Right. I seen some things a few days ago for the first time as I was going through scripture on Mikael's knowledge of truth, which was a few days ago, which was on the 6th. I was going through scripture at this time, and things started to be revealed to me. Things that always been there. It's always been there, but I didn't comprehend. But at this time, I'm seeing it more today. In these days and time, we come to find out more than we did in time past, because the Spirit is revealing to us, for those who search, seek, and research in the scripture, will find out more information than they have in time past. Because the more we research in this day and time, the Spirit is more upon us, so we can have our eyes open to the laws, to the Spirit, and the Creator's ways, right? For those who are seeking His way. So, now that we're here, I have to start the Sabbath as I always do. First, I start a prayer. Then I go through the law which the Creator spoke. And then we give the understanding of why we have prophets. And then we're going to go into the lesson for today, which is, again, this is going to be Exodus chapter 12. And we're going to do the revealing, because some things that I've seen that made me see things in a different way. And also things that I come to understand in a different stance as well, according to Exodus 12. Now, we can talk all across the book, but I'm going by when the Creator laid down the law and gave the information from the beginning. So when the Creator gives information from the beginning, He gives you the understanding, and this is where we're at. So what we're going to do first is, blessed be thou, Father of the universe, that bring forth all living creatures forth from the earth. One moment. Again. Blessed be thou, Father of the universe, that bring forth all living creatures forth from the earth. Blessed be thou, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Blessed be the Father of Israel. Blessed be the Father of 12 tribes of Israel. Thank you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We ask you to keep giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, life, health, and strength, food, shelter, and clothing. Let us be happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, and prosperous in all that we do. We ask you to keep leading and guiding us so we can help lead and guide others in your knowledge, your word, your ruach, which is your spirit, and your way. We ask you to keep your arm of protection around us and keep us protected at all times in every way, that we may know and understand your word and in the ways that you will have us to do and have us to follow. We ask you to help us in every way as we follow you and do your word and do your will. We also, Father, ask you to forgive us of all the sins that we have done in time past, today's time, and time to come. We ask you to forgive us for these things and our ancestors and our forefathers for going against your law, your word, and your way, that we may turn back to your law, your word, and your way, and do your information and your will. We ask you to lift the spirit of deep sleep from us, because we have transgressed against you, and you've also transgressed against us. You transgressed against us because we have transgressed against you, and you've also made the curse of blessing in many different ways. And many of us have eyes to see, but many of us don't. So we ask you to help us in every way, Father, and also let us see your commandments and your law that was spoken of by your words through Moses in Deuteronomy 28, the blessing and the curses. The blessings are from 1 to 14, of which you said it will happen with us and to us if we keep your law. And the curses is from 15 to 68 for those things that will happen to us if we did not keep your law or follow your ways. We ask you to forgive us in those things and help us turn back to you in every way. And help us. We ask you to help us in every way, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, financial, or spiritual. In all these things we pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise you Almighty. All right. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family, friends, and the world? Woo! Excuse me. Sorry about that. I wanted to get the prayer off. Now we're going to do, we're going to go through the scriptures, which is the law, what the Creator spoke to the children of Israel in the land of in the wilderness after they left the land of Egypt. All right. Let me do this. I gotta get that hard paper because that soft paper it leaves residue on my glasses. So I'm gonna do is just wipe these off. Go from here. All right. The 10 Commandments. We're gonna start right here. And this is Exodus chapter 20. Matter of fact, let me get set up as well in Deuteronomy 18, because this is what we're going to after we get done with the commandments and after we start off with the information according to the law, to the prophets, that is. There we go, right there. Thank you, Father. All right. The 10 Commandments, which were spoken from the mouth of the Creator himself while we were in the wilderness under the mount. And it states, Exodus chapter 20, the 10 Commandments. And Yah spake all these words, saying, I am Yah thy father, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. The first commandment, thou shalt have no other deities which are gods before me. All right, and people are doing that constantly in this day and time. The main ones today are your Jesus, Yeshua, Emmanuel, Prophet Muhammad, and anybody else, Buddha, and any other deity that's out there that they put him before the Creator. Second commandment, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. That means nothing. Excuse me. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yah thy father, am a jealous father, visiting the iniquity, the ignorance, and the sins of the fathers, which are the parents, upon the children, which are the children you teach, unto the third, which is the Greek, and the fourth, which is the Roman generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Third commandment, Thou shalt not take the name of Yah thy father in vain, which is his law. For Yah will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Excuse me. Yah will not hold him guiltless that taketh, continue to take the name of Yah thy father in vain, which is his law. Fourth commandment, remember the Sabbath day to keep it hallowed, which is set aside, which is what we're doing right now at this point in time. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yah thy father. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days Yah made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yah blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Sixth commandment. Excuse me. Fifth commandment. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yah thy father giveth thee. And the honor of the mother and father is honoring the elders. That's what's meant in this point. Sixth commandment: Thou shalt not murder. Even though it says thou shalt not steal, when you take life without a cause, that's murder. Just letting you know. Excuse me, man. Seventh commandment: Thou shalt not commit adultery. Adultery, idolatry, fornication, all of them are there. You might as well just say the same, which is of a god of lust and sex. That's all it is. You should not commit adultery, idolatry, or fornication, which are all the same, as I was just saying. Also, that pertains in any man that has a woman, or any man that has women that he is with and taking care of, and not using them as whores. They are his wives, which are his women, whether y'all accept it or not. Any woman that belongs to a man, or women that belongs to a man, that is your husband, like it or not. I know everybody's caught up in today's time, but the truth is the facts of where we stand, at least where I do anyway. Eighth commandment: Thou shalt not steal. Ninth commandment: Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, which lawyers, prosecutors, and attorneys do all the time. It's their job. Excuse me. Man, I just got through eating. That's what it is. The itis trying to come down on me. 10th and last commandment: Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, thou which is want, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that belongs to thy neighbor, or to your friend, or to your family member. Not supposed to do that. That's the end of the law that the Creator spoke to the children of Israel in the wilderness. Then the people's fear happened while that was going on. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. Excuse me. And y'all know how it is with thunder and lightning outside. I really don't need to say too much. Y'all need to understand. Y'all already understand with thunder and lightning outside, you get quiet, get in the corner somewhere, you know the Creator talking. All right? Number 19, which is a key, a vital key, is going to be in Deuteronomy verse in chapter 18. Verse 19, and they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Yah speak with us, lest we die. A lot of people don't realize that the Creator speaks through the prophets. 20, and Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for Yah is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that you sin not. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near into the thick darkness where the Father was. All right. According to that story, it was modified. Excuse me, y'all. Boy, that food got me on the itis tip. Got me, man. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. All right. It states, Yah thy father will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. You're going to hearken to that individual that the Creator raised up, which is a prophet from among your brethren. 16. According to all that thou desire in the land of Yah thy father in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, this is what y'all said. Let me not hear again the voice of Yah my father, neither let me see this great fire anymore, that I die not. That's what was said by the people in Exodus 20, verse 19. Excuse me. Man. 17. And Yah said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet. That's the Creator. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, Moses, and will put my words in his mouth. This is what he does. This is what the Creator does. Put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass, I mean, it's going to happen, that whosoever will not hearken unto my words which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other deities, even that prophet shall die. And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which Yah thy father have not spoken? 22, last verse. Then a prophet, when a prophet speaketh in the name of Yah, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yah has not spoken. That is the thing which Yah has not spoken. But the prophet has spoken it presumptuously. Thou should not be afraid of him. All right. That is from Deuteronomy 18, 15 through 22. I'm looking for the lesson for today, which is actually Exodus 12, and I call this Exodus 12 Revealed, right? In Exodus 12 Revealed, there's information here. I kind of went back over, not really went over, I scammed through it, and I saw something that kind of opened my eyes to the situation we have in Exodus 12. Now, what I would like for you to do, this brother called me. I cannot get on because I'm online. He probably don't know. They don't know I'm online right now because this was a surprise. Not a surprise. This wasn't a scheduled program. Excuse me, but I'm glad to be here for those who are here. And this is something that I saw as on number one on on Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth, which was this Monday. This was something I saw as I was reading, but it's something that's been here that we've been seeing the whole time, but we're paying no attention. We disregard it. We disregard the words throughout your generations. We disregard that. We disregard by an ordinance forever. We disregard those words, meaning we ignore those words, meaning that we don't pay attention to the word and the voice of Yah, meaning we're not following the timeline of certain things that were said and the way that was said and what happened when these times happened. A lot of people don't study, they just read. When you read without studying, you have no comprehension of what's being said. This is where the world is at today, and this has been going on time and time and time again. So when you when a person that the Creator has, or individual, should I say, that the Creator has opened their eyes to see some things to share with you, people like staying in the tradition that they've come to think they know. They look at certain things that they made a tradition by what they've come to understand, and they stick with it instead of finding more truth to that information that they've come to learn. If there's always more truth, there's more to learn. So, let me just do it like this. Exodus chapter 12. Now, I'm going to tell you it's a split. From 1 to 20. From 1 to 20 was an ordinance. It was a, because I actually shared this with a brother as well. From 1 to 20 is the not only the ordinance, is the commandment, might as well say. 1 through 20 is the commandment. He commanded us what he told us what he wanted us to do. He told us, he described and gave us the information 1 through 20. And I come to real, I read that last night. That this one, I'm gonna let you make your own mind up, but I'm telling you, this is what I see. But then from 21 through 51, he gave you the understanding of the acts of it. He gave you the act of what happened, and then he gave you the act of when your child asked the question, why we're doing this. These things are to be done, and it was a certain situation here I'm going to read that you're going to have a good understanding to know that when he said this, he meant it, right? This is the action of it, verse 8, 9, and 10. But there's a certain portion here. He described everything he wanted us to do. I'm just going to go through it. But it was one thing that I wanted people to see. Let me go ahead with, I think it's 13 or 14. I'm just going to hit that real quick. And this right here is what he described and told us what he wants us to do, right? 13 and 14. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start at 1 in a few minutes, but I wanted to give you this highlight real quick of something that people don't understand. He said, and the blood shall be to you for a token. It's a token, right? Upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial. Check this out. This is the commandment. This whole 1 through 20 is a commandment within itself. That's why I'm calling this the revealing. And it's a certain portion here that people are not realizing. He said, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yah throughout your generations. He didn't say keep it a feast in the land. He didn't say keep it a feast as a tradition, or he said keep it as a memorial, which would be a tradition anyway, but it's a memorial to the Creator. He said, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast. Keep, y'all know what keep mean, right? It a feast to Yah throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. People don't pay attention to words. Throughout your generations. When do your generations stop? Shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. When does forever stops? Then it goes into the 7 days. So he's breaking everything down from here all the way to 20. All this is a commandment. He broke this down to Moses and told him what was going to happen. And then after that, verse 24, might as well add that with it. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, I guess it's right there, 224, really. And then he tells you in 25, and it shall come to pass, meaning, and this is going to happen. People don't realize when we say, and it shall come to pass. when this happens, he's giving you a prophecy right here saying, and it shall come to pass. I mean, it's going to come to happen in order to pass. It's going to become history. And it shall come to pass. This is what one brother that I was talking to the other day, he's fixated on this, but he can't see through it. And it shall come to pass when ye become to the land, when you become to the land. When you get to the land, he's telling you to remember this situation as well. Because, we quick to forget. Y'all know we are people, y'all forgot all the stuff Biden did. Y'all forgot all the stuff Biden did before he became president. When he became president, y'all loved him for no reason at all. I'm just going to give you, I say y'all because I'm not part of the system. Y'all love Biden for no reason at all, and he didn't really do anything. Then y'all was about to bring somebody in to make hell out of the hell that he did. Y'all was about to do that. But it just hit me like that, y'all. So I'm just giving. And it shall come to pass, meaning it's going to happen. When ye be come to the land which Yah will give you. When you come to the land which the Father will give you. According to, as he has promised. Who did he promise? He promised it to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Jacob. As he promised, that ye shall keep this service. Now, this brother said, you're supposed to do it in the land only. You don't see the word only there. You do not see the word only there. He said when you come to the land, keep it. Now, if they wasn't keeping it in the land, which was, you can see Numbers chapter 9, verse 1 through 5, Numbers 9, 1 through 5, they kept it the next year after they got out after they came out of Egypt. They started right then. Now, that's not to say just because they stopped doing it, that it's not an ordinance forever. See what I'm saying? We stopped doing the law. We stopped doing the law. You see what I'm saying? We stopped doing the law, but yet still the Creator had mercy on us. We stopped doing the law, and that's the main thing the Creator kept saying, do the law, keep my commandments, keep my commandments. But we forgot about that, right? Because we was in the third and fourth generation, which is the Greek and Roman Empire, which stopped us from doing the law. But that doesn't mean don't do it. And this is the revealing of the information. You have to go in and see when the Creator says all your dwellings throughout your habitations are ordinance forever throughout your generations. All these things is what the Creator, when he say something, he mean what he say. People fail to realize that. When the Creator said something, he said, and he said specifically. If he said do it in the land only, he did mention when we did get a temple. And when he chose to put his name where? Wait, I'm giving you information now before I really get into the scriptures. But when he chose to put his name in Jerusalem, how did he do it? A lot of people don't even understand. Oh, he said just go to Jerusalem. He put his name in Jerusalem. Yeah, he did. But before there was a Jerusalem to put his name in amongst that tribe, you had this ordinance before then. This ordinance was before they got in that land. Matter of fact, this ordinance was in the land of the enemy. It started in the land of the enemy. So you mean to tell me, let me ask you, if he tell you do this ordinance forever, and you start to doing this, I can say hypothetically, let's just say what the Creator said. No matter where you are, you start doing this. You start actually doing what you're supposed to do according to what he said. Do you think by the Creator's word and the Creator seeing this no matter at one time, even though it's supposed to happen once a year, I don't know how we would clean it off or paint over or whatever. The whole point that I'm saying is this. If we did this every year, the Father would see that, and that whatever death, angel, sickness, whatever, may never come to your house. I don't know. I'm just giving you a hypothetical thought right now. Because my main thing is I'm seeing what the scriptures say. And he said, do it in this ordinance. And let's get to Exodus 12 and 1. Exodus 12 and 1. All right. Exodus 12, verse 1. Here we go right there. The Passover instituted. You see that? This is my heading. What does instituted? It means checked in. It's instituted right here, chapter 12. The Passover instituted. Let's get it moving. And Yah spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, in the land of Egypt, he was in the land of Egypt when he spoke to Moses and Aaron and said this, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. He instituted, number one, he said what was going to be at this time. That's when he let them know. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, declare to let it be known to Israel at this time. Of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of Israel, of their fathers, a lamb for a house. Now, what did he do? He said he spoke to them and told them this. Everything he speak is law. People don't study. 4, and if the house be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. It's just like inviting the people. Come on over, y'all. We have no hypothetically, let's just say, we having a barbecue. Barbecue. I'm trying to give you something to thought of in today's time. How we would kind of look at it, but even though this is a commandment that the Creator told us to do, right? 5, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Without blemish, it should be it shouldn't have a spot or anything. It shouldn't be hurt in no type of way. It's a clean, perfect lamb, right? Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Now, some people started to think that you could take a goat, but he said from the sheep or from the goat. That means if you got a lamb out there, nice little lamb out there, you go get it. Whether it's out there with the sheep or with the goat, you go take it from them and you bring that lamb in, right? Ye shall take it out from the sheep out or from the goats. 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day. And this is the 10th day. This was the 10th day of that month, of the month Abib. And the 10th day, I believe, was the 28th. 28th, 29th, 30, 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. I believe it was the 18th of March. 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23. I can't remember right off because I don't have my information from me. And my Hebrew converter is in the, matter of fact, I got it right here. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Oh, I can do this right here. And oh, man, thank you, Father. Let's go here real quick and look at some information. Let's look at some information, y'all. Thank you, Father. I almost thought I couldn't go in here and check this out. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where we at? Hebrew converter. Now, today is the 21st of Nisan, right? Now, let's go back over here. The 19th. Okay, let's go over here. We have the 19th day of March, 2026. The 19th day of March 2026 was the first of Nisan, which was the first of Abib, right? That was the 19th. The 19th of March was the first of Nisan. According to, I couldn't see the moon to see for myself. I thought it was the 18th or the one of the two. I knew it was supposed to be the new moon, which is actually the dark moon. When y'all see that little sliver, that's not a full new moon. The new moon is when it's fully dark, just like when you got a full moon was fully light. Fully light moon with a little sliver in it is not the full moon. The full moon is all light, just like the new moon is all dark. Y'all got to come to understandings with that, because right now y'all going back with tradition of something else that was told to y'all. Okay, so, but right here, Thursday, March 19, 2026 was the first of Nisan, which was the first of Abel, which was the first and the beginning of the year. On the Hebrew calendar, that is. All right. So now the 20, let's say the 8th, no, that was 19. The 20, 19, let's say the 28th. What we looking at here? The 28th was the 10th. There we go. I knew I was somewhere right. The 28th of March of 2026 was the 10th. In the 10th day, it says, where we at? Now, verse 3, 12 and 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, ye shall take, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house, right? So now, the 10th day was the Sabbath, March 28th, 2026, which is the 10th of Nisan, which is the 10th of Abel. So they're just supposed to take it from the goats and from the sheep, and they're supposed to put it up, meaning they're supposed to put it into fast. They're not supposed to eat anything. It's not. I don't know if it's supposed to drink anything, but it's supposed to put it up. So I think it was supposed to fast so it can get cleansed, I guess, and get purified. Who knows? Maybe the Father was dealing with it if it was fasting for those 3 days. So if it was the 10th, when you took it from them, the 10th, you had the 11th, 12th, 13th. And at the evening of the 14th, which was, that was the 28th, 29th, 30, 31, 1st. Let's say the 1st. Let's get the 1st of April. The 1st of April, okay, that was the 10th day, was the 28th, the 10th of Nisan was the 28th day of March. That's the 10th of Nisan, which was the 10th of Abel, right? That's when you're supposed to take the sheep from the goats or from the sheep and put it up and put it aside, the one you're going to use for the Passover. So now let's go to the first day of April 2026, and that gives us Wednesday, April 1st was the 14th of Nisan, was the 14th of Abel. So Wednesday, the 1st of April was 2026. Wednesday, the 1st of April was the 14th. Now at noon, on the 14th at noon was the beginning of the evening. That's when you're supposed to start preparing the Passover. And like I share with people, how you prepare the Passover is first, you got to take it out from where you had to put up, fasting, or however the Creator said, had them to do we'll read upon it. But after putting it up, he bring them out, and then they slaughtered it. I mean, they took a sharp knife first. They did a halal style. They would cut the artery. That knife is supposed to be super sharp. To the lamb is not even supposed to know that it's cut. You know, you're playing with it. Hey, you playing, you know, and you taking it, you just, you know, but you're playing with it, and you just get up and, you know, pat it and just walk away. Just give me an idea how you do it, because it's not even going to know that it's bleeding properly. So it's supposed to, the next thing you know, lay down, you give it time to die. You give it time to lose its life. So now, because you ain't supposed to rush it. The blood spills. Now you hang it up. Now you got to undress it. You got to cut the hide off. This is stuff people need to know. I've seen this. Now, I ain't see the slaughter part, but I did see when I was going to the house of Israel back in my day, my brother Yerusdik used to do a very good job at taking the skin, the hide, taking the hide off the lamb. He used to do a great job at that. Brother Yeruzadik. He's the head over the House of Israel now in Mississippi. I forgot exactly where they at, but he used to do a good job back when I was going to the House of Israel at that time. So yes, he was doing. He knew how to slaughter, or well, should have just killed the lamb, and then also know how to take the hide off. He did a real good job of that. But the point that I'm getting at, a lot of people were doing this late in the evening. They weren't doing it in the beginning of the evening as they should have, because people didn't know when the evening started. They just say they think the evening is when they say the going down of the sun. In their mind, the going down of the sun is at 4, 5, or 6 o'clock. The evening starts at the going down of the sun from the peak of the day. It goes to its height at 12 noon. We call 12 noon, which is either evening and morning, which is a day, but the evening is when the sun starts to go down. That's the beginning of the evening. So you're supposed to kill the Passover, drain the blood, undress it. Now you got to slow cook it, or you got to cook it with all this pertinence. You ain't supposed to break a bone. We're going to read about that in a few moments. But yet and still, this is going on the 14th day. Understand the difference between day and night. The 14th day, they're doing the cooking. And then that night is when they do the eating. After the sun is down, they eat the Passover that night. They're in when the sun goes down, and throughout the night, they don't go outside because it's the Passover, and you don't know what's going on at that time. So you're eating at night, and it's giving you all the situations of the ritual or of the process, what it is we're supposed to be doing. It tells you everything. That's what we're getting ready to read now. This is what we're getting ready to read. This is what I seen. So as we can see, the 14th day was the 1st of April. That means the second was the first day of unleavened bread. The second was the 15th. Now, that night was actually the night after the 14th, but actually the night of the 15th. It's the 15th night. Then it's the 15th day. But since they don't speak on the nights like that, we know it was the night between 14th and the 15th. So it was in that night they was eating the Passover. And after that night of eating the Passover, then they're supposed to make sure anything that's not eaten, they're supposed to burn it the next day. Burn all of it. Right? Okay. And from this point on, and even in that night, that same night, you're supposed to be eating unleavened bread. We're supposed to be getting unleavened bread out the house for those, since the beginning of the year, probably starting getting all the unleavened out your house. We got to start practicing and doing the things as the Creator said. But yet and still, this is what happened. So the 15th was the 15th day of Nisan or Abib was the 2nd of April. Last Thursday was the 2nd. Last Thursday was the 2nd of April 2026, which was the first day of unleavened bread, and it was supposed to be a holy convocation at that time. I didn't work that day. I didn't have I was tired, truthfully. I was going to have a broadcast, but I was too tired to even do it, but I'm here today to end it, but the whole point is last Thursday we started the Feast of Unleavened Bread. No work on that day. Today is the 7th day, today is the 8th. Let's go here, put the 8th in. And where are we at? Wednesday, 8th of April, 2026 is the 21st of Nisan. On the 21st day of Nisan or Abib is the last day, and we're supposed to have a holy convocation. This is where we at now on my Zoom. I'm glad I can do this now and understand how to do it. So now I did the layout on here, and I got to start uploading all my stuff, starting from when the last troll came on there. I got to start like my stuff to be in order. So when I start uploading everything, you will see it in this time. But you'll have the information here to see when the time comes. So all the stuff that you may see on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, You'll start to see it as I start to unload it from my archives. Let me put it like that, and you'll start to see it. But this is where we are right now. So on the 21st day of Nisan, which is today, Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, this is where we are at this point in time, and this is the last day of having unleavened bread. All right, just let it be known. Just wanted to put it out there, just so we are on point. So everybody that's following and doing as they should, we're doing as we should. All right. So now let's keep it moving. Verse 5 again. We already got the number 3 with the 10th day. You can't get out your house. Back up to 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. See, taking it from them. And number 6, verse 6. Make sure everybody looking. I won't be too far from the camera. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day, what we just shared, of the same month, which was the first of April. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. The evening is at noonday. The noonday of the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the 2 side posts and on the upper doorposts of the house, wherein they shall eat it. Excuse me. Wherever you're going to be at eating it is where you're supposed to be putting it on the side posts, and that's where you're supposed to be at mainly. Excuse me. In a sense, we can say have a party, or in the way we think, it's like a gathering, a party. Everybody coming together and they're congregating together in a house, wherever. You know what I'm saying? This is what to be done. Verse 8. In the house wherein they eat it. Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night. You see? Now it's talking about the night. You don't see it say nothing about the day. It says they shall eat the flesh. They shall eat the flesh in that night. Roast with fire. See? Roast with fire and unleavened bread. You see that? That night. Roast with fire. They roast it with the fire, and they're going to eat it with unleavened bread, and with the bitter herbs they shall eat it. And with bitter herbs. Bitter herbs, you know, that sounds like radishes. Sounds like radishes. Sounds like garlic. Not garlic, but garlic. Garlic, radishes, maybe turmeric. Maybe onions. I'm just saying bitter herb. That's really not bitter. I know those are more like hot, and I'm thinking the word I'm really thinking about was ginger. But bitter. What's some bitter stuff? What's bitter? Can't think. But bitter is good for the body. That's why a lot of people are drinking a lot of bitters today to get rid of a lot of parasites and stuff out the body. But what it says, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. With bitter herbs, they shall eat it. Number 9, eat not of it raw. That means it has to be thoroughly cooked. And don't forget, it's got to have all this pertinence in it. Everything in it and a part of it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water. No water is to come on it. It's supposed to be cooked across the fire with no water at all in it. But roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. You see it with everything in it. And ye shall eat, let nothing of it remain until the morning. You ain't supposed to let nothing remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire. See, he give you a conclusion on certain things. You ain't supposed to let it last until the morning, but if you do, burn it with fire. 11. And thus shall ye eat it, and this is how you're going to eat it. He's telling you what to do and how to do it. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, with your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. You're going to be eating it. You're going to be eating it in haste. It is Yah's Passover. You see that? It's the Creator's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt. He's going to tell you this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land. Right here, he's telling you what you're going to do at what he's going to do at that time. Let me make sure how I want to do this one. Now we got this one right here. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I did that for a purpose. I did that to separate what he was saying, because he's saying what he's going to do that night. But this is an ordinance that he was given to us to do forever. But this is where he separated the ordinance forever compared to that night. See what I'm saying? For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods, the deities of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am Yah. I will execute judgment. I am Yah. I still look at this as the coronavirus that came through the earth. That was the Creator coming through earth. I don't care if y'all say man-made or whatever. The Creator came through earth, and he spared those who he chose to spare. Those that he chose to spare is who he spared. Right? 13. And the blood shall be, then right here. Now here we go. Just jump from 11 on to 13. It said, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hands, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yah's Passover. And the blood shall be, now see, I skipped 12 because 12 is what he's going to do. But I skipped 12 to let you understand everything that he's pronouncing and that he's saying he's going to do. But this is the reason. 12 is the reason for why he's doing it. Then it says, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. It's going to be a token to you. Y'all don't know how much of a sign that is just by doing that each year when the Creator do it. It could be, I'm just giving you my point of view. Y'all can think the way you want to think, but like I said, it's a revelation that I've seen since this past on the 6th when I read this then. So I'm doing this today. All right. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. Boy, y'all should hear I was sharing this information for me. This really hit me then to be where I'm at right now. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you. The plague? Wasn't 2020 a plague? You tell me. Wasn't 2020, right after the 400 years, 1619 to 2019, what happened in 2020? It was a plague. And those that the Creator chose to spare got spared. Number one is because he had mercy on us because we were in ignorance. That was the judgment upon the earth to me. I'm going to tell you the last 3 or 4 verses in Malachi. Before that great day, he's going to send Elijah the prophet. And I'm telling you that me, Elijah the prophet, at that time was Kevin Samuels. I'm giving you my point of view. Not saying this is fact or whatever. I'm giving you my point of view from what I see in my mind. Kevin Samuel came and he first started with the men. He started with the men talking to them first. Then he started talking to the women. And then when he hit average at best, that's when he blew up. But in this time, he started first. Kevin Samuel started first, which I'm going to say he's Elijah the prophet, according to the things that he spoke of then that's happening today. When you prophesy something, it's going to come to pass. The Father said in his word today, Deuteronomy 18. Now, he didn't speak in the name of the Creator, but he was speaking in the name of the Creator through the Creator's word by the things that the Creator was saying, by the ordinance that the women are supposed to be compared to what they're doing today. You got to understand the word of the Father without them saying in the name of the Father. If he said something that's coming to pass, a lot of people he wasn't saying it like that, but yet and still he was letting it be known what was to happen. He said he's going to send Elijah the prophet before the great day, and he's going to turn the hearts of the children to the fathers and the fathers to the hearts of the children. I'm paraphrasing because I'm not a quoter. So the children are the women, the feminists, the ones that, the ones who think they are that. And he was getting on the women and he was straightening them out. And then he got the men to start standing up to straighten them out. See what I'm saying? So by him doing that, this is the hearts of the fathers turning to the children, which is the women like children with childlike minds. And you had some women that were standing up because we got a lot of women that were still standing in the woman's place. This is the enmity that the Creator said he's going to put enmity between thy seed and the woman's seed, which is the woman's seed is the woman with the man that's still together, or the men and the woman who has common sense compared to the feminists and those that's against the Creator's word. That's the enmity. You got to understand the whole concept of everything together simultaneously. So when Captain Samuel did his job in Malachi, the last book, then he said, lest I smite the earth with a curse. That curse was what? The plague. That's the earth that came from China, as they say, all the way over here, all around the earth. And that happened, and then connected with what? The mark of the beast, which is the mark of the system, which when they start using the jab and start jabbing people, and people would start having more confidence in the system than the Creator, so they went and got the jab, which is the mark of the beast. The beast is the system. The beast is the fourth kingdom that was on the earth. I'll break all that down if y'all want to hear. Right now, we right here with the understanding of the plague. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. Right now, this is modern day Egypt, ain't it? Don't they call it? This is modern day Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. According to Revelations 11, is that 11, 10, 7, 8, 9, or 10, one of them. This is spiritual Egypt. And Sodom. 14. And this day shall be, right here's your key. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yah throughout your generations. Now, when do generations stop? When do generations stop? You tell me. When your seed is cut off is when generations stop. Throughout your generations, then it's a semicolon, ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. That means that you continually to do it. It's not something that we should stop, but at times we do stop because there's certain situations that happen. Some people may not be circumcised. Some people may be in the time of the third and Roman or third and fourth generation of them that hate them, and we have forgotten the law because we've been drawn from the law. We may have went into captivity. All these certain situations may happen, and we may stop, but we're supposed to always keep it going. Why? Because of 26. When you get to 26, you'll understand why. But we over here at 15 now. End of 14, ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. This is the Creator giving you the initial information by his voice, telling you what he wants. This is what people disregard, right? 15, 7 days. Now he's going from that right into the 7 days what to do next. He's telling Moses and Aaron what to do, and they're explaining to them what to do before he even gets started with the situation when it happens. This is what people read, but they don't study. When you study, you can start to see. But until then, a lot of people think he's just repeating what he said. It's being repeated because you're reading it. You're reading what was told to them, and then you're reading what happened. A lot of people don't even see it like that. You got to understand what was said, when it was said, how it was said, and why it was said. People have no understanding. All right. 15. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses, the first day. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. That's the first day of what? It says 7 days right after the Passover. But you're actually going to do it before then. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation, which is the first day, which is the 15th. And in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done. This is where we're at right now. We're in the 7th day right now. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done for you. You ain't supposed to be washing. You ain't supposed to be cleaning. You ain't supposed to be doing no type of work. Only the work you're supposed to be doing is making some food, according to what was said. A lot of people work around the house, but you ain't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be resting and having a holy convocation, what we're doing right now. All right? That only may be done of you. 17. And ye shall observe the feast. Here we go. Of unleavened bread. Ye shall observe the feast of the unleavened bread. For in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. You see that? Do y'all see what he's saying? This is the Creator's words. A lot of people ain't paying attention. The Creator is saying this. You know what I'm saying? 18. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even. You see that? Going over it again. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even. That means at noon. At noon, going down to the sun. Ye shall eat unleavened bread. It's letting you know actually when to start eating unleavened bread. At even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even. Where are we at right now? This is the 21st day of the month, and it says until that day at even. And when I say evening, this right here could be noon, or it could be at the. I'm gonna be safe and say at the end of the evening. It says that evening, but I'm going to look at it at the end of the evening. What could that hurt? You know what I'm saying? I can't see. It says evening, and the key is 18th. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, which is the beginning of the evening, which is the going down of the sun, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. Now, at evening could be at the end of the evening, it could be at the beginning of the evening. Either or. I'm going to be safe enough to say, I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to stop it tonight, should I say. Once the sun go down, then it's over. I'd rather be safe on that point than sorry. Because it doesn't give you the beginning or evening ending here, but we do know at evening and the beginning of evening is at 12 noon. From what I've come to understand, you can do what you want to do. I'm just trying to give you understanding where you can see things on a different level. Now, better be safe than sorry. 19. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your house. You see that? 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eat that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You see that? Whether he be a stranger or he be born in the land. Right? Now I'm going to go and start to tell you certain things as well for better understanding. 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread. Right? Then Moses called for all the, now here we go. See there? Now that was the end of his foundation of what he said according to his law. This is according to the law. This is according to the what the Creator explained and said what he wanted throughout your generation. People don't pay that no attention. This is the understanding of the law. This is the understanding of the Passover and the unleavened bread and the 7 days. Y'all can't get it, that's on you. But this is the understanding. When I seen that, I said, okay, then 21 come about. Now, that's when the Father stopped talking. Ye shall eat unleavened bread. Now, this is when the Father stopped talking at this point, far as I'm concerned. Because what happened here? Now he's starting to implement what he said. The Creator said forever. He said an ordinance forever. He said throughout your generations. All this was said before they even, he told this to Moses and them what they're supposed to iterate to the people. Now, 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened in all your, 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families and kill the Passover. Bam, you see that? And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basins, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until morning. You see that? Now they're implementing what needs to be done. The Creator spoke by his voice. This is what people don't pay attention to. They're just reading words in a book. If you recognize the Creator's voice, you understand when the Creator's talking. If you ain't trying to understand when the Creator's talking, you ain't paying attention to the Creator. All right? But here we go. The blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out of your door of his house until the morning. 23. For Yah will pass. Now you see it again. 23. For Yah will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintels and on the 2 side posts, the Lord said, Yah will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. And when ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever, and ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. Now Moses is telling them this. He's letting the people know. And it shall come to pass when ye be coming to the land which Yah will give you according as he has promised, that ye shall keep this service. Who said that? Moses said that. Everything from this point on, you hear Moses talking. Moses and Aaron is talking. 26. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of Yah's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed their heads and worship. See, that's when the people bowed it. You see who he's talking to it. Now you have an understanding of what's happening. He's talking to the people. Moses talking, and they bow their head and worship right then and there. This is how you get an understanding. See what I'm saying? This is how you get an understanding. Now you see why they bowed and worship. Because of Moses, what Moses told him right then. I was wondering about that, but this just hit me. And I'm seeing a better understanding now. They bowed and worshiped because he told them to remember to do this service in the land. You got to remember when you go in the land to do this service. So he's making sure everybody remembers this. Y'all know how we forget, as I was sharing with you not too long ago. Then 28. And the children of Israel went away and did as Yah had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. Bam. You see that? You see that? We're going to pause it right here. And when we come back, we're going to start back when Moses started speaking, which is at 21. That was 21. Everything else was at the Father. Everything from 1 to 20 was of Yah. Moses started speaking at 21. You don't hear nothing about a temple. You don't hear nothing about where he put his name at or anything. He just told you what to do and when to do it. People have no understanding. But other than that, it's up to y'all to get it. So what I want to share with y'all is this, that I am that Lkhyym in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who living in the new, this is for you. I'm that same Lkhyym in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see, that Lkhyym is really me. Just want to let you know that information. Just share that little bit as well. We'll be coming back with part 2, and we're going to come back when Moses started speaking, and I'm going to give you a little reiteration of 1 through 20. Just reiterate. I'm going to go and read it all, like because I just did. But we're going to go from 20 on through 51, coming back in a few moments. Other than that, I thank y'all for y'all time, y'all patience, you're listening there, you're seeing. We'll be right back, Zoom. We'll be right back. See you in a moment. Love you, appreciate love you, and always. Peace. This is the end of part 1. Be right back with part 2 of Exodus 12 revealed. Thank you.
Recording stop.
All right. And for everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, like I said, this is Lkhyym. And if you'd like to join us in our Sovereign Class of Knowledge, which we have on Tuesdays, I'm going to give you my Zooms first in case you're interested in connecting with us. My Zooms, all my Zooms I'm about to give you now, but you have to connect with us by sending me your name, number, and email. When you send me your name, number, and email, I will send you the information in your email, and you will accept my invitations for my Zooms. And I have four different nights, but 2 of them are a part of one. 2 of them are a part of one, which I'm about to give to you now, which is Fight Fire with Truth is on Tuesdays, 7:30 a.m. and at 9 p.m. 7:30 a.m. and at 9 p.m. Night, the morning of Tuesday and the night after the sun is down on Tuesday. Excuse me, my throat was dry. So, again, on Tuesdays, we have Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge. We're here at 7:30 a.m. or at 9 p.m. Tuesdays or the night after Tuesday. And you can connect with us. Like I said, just text me your name, number, and email. And also share with me that you'd like to know more information about the sovereign classes. You'd like to know more information about the sovereign classes. And also you'd like to know more information about the alkaline water and alkaline teas. I'll text you both informations, but I will give you the information on how to get into the Zooms once you text me your information and ask for that information. So don't forget, that's Tuesdays at 7:30 a.m. or at 9 p.m. after Tuesday night. And you can get on the Zoom with us there to learn about the Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge. Also on the Sabbath day, which is on what they call Saturday, we here at it's called Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous, which is Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous, where we're going through the scriptures and through the Bible. This Sabbath will be in 1 Kings chapter 15. We just did 14 last week, and I will be in chapter 15 this week of Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous. All right, that's on that point. Then on quote unquote Sundays, we're here the night after Sunday at 9 p.m. That is the night after Sunday at 9 p.m. We're here with Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. And in these open conversations for the last 3 weeks, I did sovereign testimonies. I've been doing sovereign testimonies. So the people that don't know about the sovereign information, that don't think it's real, we give them testimonies behind it where you can actually check it out for yourself. All right. So that's I just did third sovereign testimony, which was my court case, and I am also on A&E. I'm also on A&E where I shared that information as well. I should put it out there, but it's called third sovereign court case by me on A&E, and I just did the information, got more links to the information that happened at that time as well. Then we have Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth, which was last night. No, not last night, which was on Mondays. Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth is on the night after Monday at 9 p.m. Night after Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? So like I said, you'll get those in your email once you text me your name, number, email, and I'll send you that information, and then we'll go from there. You can always call me or I'll call you, and we just connect from that point on. Those are my Zooms. Now, if you'd like to get in contact with me for my platform, now my only private one is Tuesday, but all the rest of them is public, which is on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Instagram. I also upload most of my stuff on Patreon and Rumble. But right now, for the YouTube and my X, formerly known as Twitter, you can connect with me on my X, formerly known as Twitter, and also my YouTube, where you can like, subscribe, and share at JuicePro33. That's JuicePro33. Again, that's JuicePro33. That's all together one word, because they're going to try to split it up if you go there. But put it together one word: like, subscribe, and share. Excuse me. Like, subscribe, and share. Check it out. Also, you can connect with us on Facebook. My Facebook is Mikhail Harris, which is spelled MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. Again, that's MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. And that's my Facebook page. You can also connect with me on Instagram and one of my TikToks. My Instagram and one of my TikToks, you can put in the search engines, or you can look me up at Lkhyym _ the juice, which is LKHYYM _ THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM _ THEJUICE. Lkhyym _ the juice. That's me on my Instagram and also one of my TikToks. Now, my other TikTok and my other YouTube, where you can like, subscribe, and share to me as well. My other TikTok and my other YouTube is under Michael the Juice Harris, which is 4 words connected as one, which is MICHAEL THEJUICE HARRIS. MICHAEL THEJUICE HARRIS. Excuse me. That's one of my TikToks, and that was my other YouTube, where you can like, subscribe, and share. Now, last but not least, you can connect with me on my Patreon and my Rumble. That's my Patreon and it's also my Rumble. Both of them /LKHYYM. That's patreon.com /LKHYYM, and also my rumble.com /LKHYYM. Shalom, shalom. We got Obi Noble. Okay, Obi Noble. Happy feast day, but that's exactly where we at right now. And this is the revealing of Exodus chapter 12. And I'm actually sharing information that people don't realize that's in the scriptures that people look over because they don't know when the Creator's talking, how he's talking, who he's talking to, and who is doing the talking after he's talking. So right now, we get ready to end. This is the end of part 1. We're about to come back with part 2. All right, this is part 2 coming up in a few moments. But first, yeah, that's it. We're going to come back with part 2 in a few moments. We're going to go back over. We're going to recap first half of 12 when the Creator was speaking. Then we're going to go into the second half of 12 when the actions of the Creator happened. See, the Creator gave his law. Everything from 1 to 20 is the Creator's law. What he said do, how he said do it, when he said to do it. The actions of the law is from 21 through 51, which is coming up in part 2. All right. And that's what the people carried out on the things that he said. And in one, we're supposed to do this every year. We're supposed to do it throughout our generation. We're supposed to be a memorial and do it all the time. The reason why is because our children has to ask us, why do we do these things? If we're not doing it, how are our children going to know? If we're not doing it, how can our children ask us questions about something they know nothing about? But they can ask us about Easter. They can ask us about Halloween. They can ask us about Christmas. They can ask us about the New Year. They can ask us about Sweetest Day. They can ask us about Thanksgiving. I mean, what do you call that? Valentine's Day. And all this other pagan stuff that we are in. But we ain't keeping the Creator's laws as we should. Something's wrong with that picture. But I'm going through scripture and showing what the scripture says, not what man say the scripture say. All right? Thank y'all for y'all time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. And we're going to say bye first over here to Instagram. Anybody over here on Instagram, I'd like to thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. And I'd like to thank Maloa, she joined, and Born Free 36. I'd like to thank y'all for coming. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon, and always. Peace. All righty. There we go. All right. For Facebook. And for Tony Lovelock, thank you for coming, baby girl, and Murray James. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. But Murray James and Tony Lovelight, love y'all both. I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming through. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. This is the end of part 1. We'll be right back with part 2. Love you, appreciate love you, and always. Peace. All righty. Now, over here on YouTube Live. I didn't get a chance to read what you said. My brother said Shabbat Shalom, bruh. I meant Shalom. Happy feast day. Happy feast day, my brother. And other than that, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. We'll be right back with part 2. And I'm also on Zoom. So you do have my Zoom link. If you're interested in coming in, you're welcome to come in. But I'm on Zoom right now. And if you're interested in coming in, I'll open the door for you so you can come through to check it out. But other than that, I'll see you in a few minutes in part 2. Appreciate, love you, and always, peace.